I finally understand how life goes for people growing up. As far as I'm concerned, as a baby, as an infant first, you getting all the love that you need from your parents. Growing up as a baby, you learn a whole bunch of stuff on your individual time. Actually walk in and learn how to talk and tie your shoes, stuff like that. But then your parents may send you to daycare. That could be good or bad. You can learn the good by learning to interact with other babies or people. And it could be bad because it make it harder for you to understand what you need to understand as a baby. Babies have great power and lots of energy. And it's harder to express all those things in a group environment. You can express it, but you may not be able to pay attention and actually learn what it is. Same as with you growing up and becoming a kid, like 5 and through 12. You have amazing energy and power, and you are very smart. And the system sends you to school. They invented school like class hours to distract you from your day. There's so much you can learn and experience throughout the day. They distract you from it. Your parents, if they were smart, not if they were smart, if they realized the truth, they could teach you these things. They add certain things to the class regimen to make it seem like you need to be in school and you don't. The harder things that they explain to you, once you learn the basics, we are so smart as a people could learn these extra stuff on our own because everything has a connection to another thing. So it's not that hard when everything in front of you is clear. When you're not in school and you have enough time with yourself, stuff becomes clear. You don't have very much on your mind because you don't have to worry about homework. You don't have to worry about people bullying you because you're at home. Your mind is clear. You can learn and experience stuff way better, way easier. So that's why I feel like they created school. High school too, same exact thing. Same exact thing. And they stopping us. They stopping from people from experiencing the truth. And as an adult, as a young adult going into real adulthood, college is similar to it, but it's different. It's like adult school, and you can interact with other adults, but it's just not the same as interacting with adults in real life. It's just not the same because they still worried about school and stuff. And in your home life, or even your life outside of school, can become very stressful from the ages of 16 to 19. Especially if you're living at home with parents, because now they feel like you're becoming an adult and they want you to do more stuff, and they're telling you to do more stuff, and they thinking you can handle it, or they call it, oh, it's a part of growing up, or they call it, you learning to do this so that when you're an adult, you'll be able to understand it. Well, sometimes I feel that's not true, because the way that they do it is wrong. They just make you do it instead of explaining it to you so that you can understand. And because you have so many things to do throughout your day, it's hard for you to understand because you don't give yourself time to sit down and think about it. You don't give yourself time to understand it. And no one else cares about you but you. And since you don't care enough to sit down and do it, it's going to become stress, and it's going to become tiresome, and you're going to really become frustrated. I realize right now something like this is happening to me, and I really need to get out of this house. I am from now on working. Let me phrase it like this. In life, I am very comfortable with how I am and what I'm experiencing. I'm comfortable with all that. But for me to be even more comfortable, I need to have my own space. There's nothing wrong with my family, but the way they look at stuff and the way it's like everywhere I go, I'm being overused. No one in this world understand. Not no one. A lot of people in this world don't understand the powers of a person that does a lot. Like even the mothers, no one understands the mother. The mother does a lot. But in my situation, I feel like people is treating me like that. Like I'm doing a whole bunch of stuff for them. And it's not bothering me. But it's like, most of the time it doesn't bother me. But when it really does bother me, it's like, what do I do about it? And I keep coming to the conclusion that I have to go my own way. Get out of my people's house and get my own stuff. So that way, that's one thing that's not bothering me. Because it's not at home. It's not always at home. It's at work too. So a lot of stuff I'm just going to just do on my own. Like the first step is me getting some money and getting out of here. I'm not really in a rush to get a car, which I have the money for. But I'd rather have a home because I can just always do something else. I may even get a car first, because then if it's possible I can just sleep in my car until I get my home, because I can build up the money really quick to get the house or apartment or something. But I really need to get away right now. I feel if a lot of people are experiencing this type of stress, all it is telling you stress is like pain. What pain is, pain tells you, it's not telling you that it hurt. That's what the physical experience is. It's telling you that you shouldn't be here. Whenever you feel pain, you should fix it. Try to fix it. If you have pain in your arm, move your arm around. Figure out what it is. Figure out, stretch it. Do something. Put your hands on it. Try to figure out where it's coming from so you can try to fix it. That's what pain is. Something that you try to change. You change it so that it doesn't hurt anymore. So that's what stress is. You change it so that it doesn't stress you anymore. So if anyone's going through this type of stress in your home, it's because you need to move out. It's because you need to get your own space. It's because you need to understand stuff on a self level. You have a whole bunch of stress and problems because you don't understand it on a level of yourself. You understand it through their eyes because it's what they tell you, but you don't truly understand what it is. Everyone needs to try more self-understanding, because when someone tells you this, sometimes you just take it in and it may not be true. So meditation and like sitting by yourself is really, 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 really important, because stress is really, 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 really painful. To me, emotional and non-physical pain is worse than getting smacked or punched or shot. It lasts longer and it's much more hurtful. Much more hurtful. When I was little, belts were minute to getting yelled at. To getting told that I really trusted you and you didn't do it. To get told that I taught you better and you didn't do it. They thought they taught you better. And then, even in that, they thought they taught you better. But if they taught you better, you wouldn't have did it. Simple as that. So, learn to understand stuff on a self level. And if you like me, just get your own space, because that's all you need. Get your own space, everything gets clear, and more stress just goes away. I got my own space coming to my room every day, and just thinking here, that helps a whole bunch. So just imagine if I had my own house or my own apartment. I learned so much just in my bed or in my room or out in the park by myself. Just imagine if I had my own space though, every day, all day. Just get your own space. Thanks for listening.